What's up, guys? We're back at this paver driveway job we did about a year ago. We got to take care of a bit of a drainage issue that the customer is having down here on this walkway, and we knew that this would potentially be a problem when we built this because this walkway comes this way, it drains this way, and you know, with the driveway going that way, there was no way to have the walkway drain towards the driveway, right? We would have had to build the driveway much lower and put a retaining wall in on that side. It would have been too much. So we knew there was going to be a potential issue here. I told the homeowner in the beginning we can put in a drain in place of one of these pavers. They didn't want to do that. They said, you know what, let's go ahead and see how it performs as is. There is a way for the water to escape back there behind the paver edge. And then we also drilled a couple holes in these paver blocks, edge blocks, to get to that side. Because this is essentially a French drain. There's a perforated pipe in here that goes down and around and drains out the back of the house and down the hill and into the stream. So even with those holes and that way to escape the water under torrential downpours, it builds up here. It can't escape fast enough. So they said, go ahead, come back, put the drain in, and let's see how it does. So that's what we're going to do today. Now, what I'm going to be using is actually a shower drain. And the reason I'm going with this is, for one, it's powder coated black, but it is actually stainless steel. It also has this little catch basin that goes inside to catch any debris, and then obviously the grate on top, which will stop big leaves and such. I don't like the plastic ones, A, and then B, this will actually replace, you see this small paver here, it's almost the same size, right? So it's going to work out, in my opinion, I think it's going to work out really good without it standing out. He poked this hole in here to get the water to drain into the base, but I imagine it got clogged up pretty quick from the poly sand. So I think I'm going to remove these 3 pavers, slide these 2 down, and put the drain right here in this spot. So pulling these pavers out was a heck of a lot harder than I had anticipated. And I guess that's because I've never pulled pavers out that I have installed. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but usually if we're pulling a paver out, it's to do a repair on a job that's already, you know, kind of problematic, we'll say. These pavers were in so tight, it was quite the task to get them loose. But after I got one out, as you saw, the second one and then the third one came out much easier. So we're gonna get these back in, two of them back in, and then I'll put that drain in. All right, so it's been about a half an hour. This dried up pretty good. I'm gonna take their hose and I'm just gonna spray this area, let some water build up, and see how the drain does. Let's give it a shot. Well guys, I would say that that was a success. There is, you know, no puddles. Obviously it's wet, there's some water sitting inside the joints. There's, you know, nothing really you could do about that. That'll just air dry. But the biggest thing was the puddle accumulation. I let the hose run on full blast. I waited until there was about an inch of water built up in here. You could see the water line, you know, it's right here. And then I shut it off and it drained in, you know, a minute. So, and this goes right into, I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but the key reason we can do this is because this is, you can see right there, it's clean stone down there. The main reason we can do this is because this is open grade base, right? Which means it's 3/4 clean stone under here, and there's a lot of it. We did this base the same as the driveway. It's about 10 to 12 inches of stone, and then the base leads in to this side. And then there's that drain pipe I mentioned earlier that goes around and discharges in the back. But even if that wasn't there, I would still be comfortable draining this walkway into the base for two reasons. One, there's so much stone, and two, this house is on a slab. So you don't have to worry about water sitting up against the foundation and leaking into the basement, right? They don't have a crawl space or anything. It's just on a slab. So with 10 inches of stone under here, it could hold a ton of water. You know, this area is 4 foot wide, and I don't remember what the length is here. 20 feet, 20 something feet. I mean, there's a ton of stone. And actually, I believe the stone, yeah, the base goes all the way to the edge here because we built the base up for the flower bed, and then we put in fabric and then some topsoil on top of it. So the base is actually this whole width. And then if it so much water built up under there, you know, then you have the whole driveway, but it wouldn't take that much. What's going to happen here is it's going to drain, some will build up in the base, it'll end up, you know, perking into the ground, and the overflow will end up going that way. So that was an easy fix, and it looks good. I don't think this looks bad in any way. You know, it has a little double net strainer, if you will. Came with this little fancy tool. You could use anything to get this thing up. But all in all, let me know what you guys think. And don't worry, I know it's been a while since I've posted a video. That's because we've been working on some other projects, a lot of cell tower stuff, you know, things I don't normally make videos of, and just some jobs that I couldn't record for whatever reason, different reasons. But we have more stuff in the works coming up. I would say after summer, early fall, we have quite a few. We have a foundation job, we have an excavation job, we'll be doing some footings, some different things. So there's a lot of stuff in the works. So don't worry, I'll be back to making videos sooner than later. And I appreciate the people that are still watching. So I'll catch you guys on the next one.